Good morning to all. Sairam. So I welcome you all in our English New Voices class. So today I am going to take the chapter number 11 for the Voices book. That is, yes, tell me what is the chapter name? Yes, all have to sit with your textbooks. Everybody sit with your textbooks whenever we are having an English class. Okay. Yes. So we have the chapter name is The Brook. Okay. Yes. What? Yes, what you can see on the page number 117. Yes, it is the chapter number 14, that is the brook. Yes. Here it is given you the some of the sources of water. Yes. Here are some sources of water. You can see them. You have to, this is the activity which you all have to do. Yes. You all have to identify which is sea, which is lake, which is pond, which is river, and which is waterfall. Right. Yes. So you all have to do the activity, my dear students. It is very easy activity. Just go through it and complete it. Okay. Yes. So as you all know that, did you know while nearly 70% of the world is covered by water? Yes, we are having 70% percent of water on the earth planet. Only 2.5% of it is fresh. The rest is saline and ocean based. Okay. Even then, just 1% of our fresh water is easily accessible, with much of it trapped in glaciers and snowfields. Right? Yes. So you all should know that 70% of the world is covered with water and 2.5% is of fresh water, and the rest is saline water, that is a salty water you can say. Yes. And just 1% of our fresh water is easily accessible, with much of it trapped in glaciers and snowfields. Right? Yes. So this activity you all have to do this. Yes. You know this, the brook, the poem is written by Alfred Tennyson. Okay. This is the poet of the poem. Alfred Tennyson, 1909 he was born and he died on 1892. In 1809 he was born and 1892 he died. Was a poet laureate of Great Britain and Ireland during Queen Victoria's reign, and he began to write poetry at an early age. Yes, he is the Alfred Tennyson. He is the poet of Great Britain and he started writing poetry at a very early age. Right? Yes, so he wrote many poetry, and at a very young, when he was very young, he started writing poetry. Right? Yes, so we are going to today go through the chapter name, that is the brook. 14th chapter we are going to discuss the brook. Yes, so we have the learning objectives. Yes, so we have the learning objectives like understanding the journey of a brook. Today we are going to go through the journey of a brook. Appreciating the beauty of nature. We will see the beauty of nature. Appreciating the everlasting existence of natural elements. Yes, natural elements existence we will go for. Understanding moment word. Picking out instances of alliteration from the poem. Learning the poem and reciting it using rhythm and expression. Yes, you all have to learn the poem and recite it using rhythm and expression. Yes, yes. So let's start our poem. This is the beautiful image given to us from your chapter, from the poem The Brook. Okay, this is the beautiful poem of the image of the brook. Okay, river. Yes, so what did the poet has expressed? That it's written in the form of an autobiography. Yes, it is written as the autobiography of a brook. Okay, so the brook relates its experience as it flows towards the river. This is the experience from the brook, and it's keep on flowing. Okay. Yes, so let's recite the poem. All of you open your page number 118. let's start the poem. You just read after me. I chatter, chatter as I flow to join the brimming river. For man may come and man may go, but I go on forever. Yes, repeat. I chatter, chatter as I flow to join the brimming river. For man may come and man may go, but I go on forever. I wind about and in and out, with here a blossom selling, and here and there a lusty trot, and here and there a grilling. I wind about and in and out, with here a blossom selling, and here and there a lusty trot, and here and there a grilling. I steal my lawns and grassy plots, I slide by hazel covers, I move the sweet forget-me-nots that grow for happy lovers. Yes, repeat. I steal my lawns and grassy plots, I slide by hazel covers, I move the sweet forget-me-nots that grow for happy lovers. I slip, I slide, I gloom, I glance among my skimming swallows. I make the naked sunbeam dance against my sandy sallows. I murmur under moon and stars. I murmur under moon and stars. In brambly wildernesses, I linger by my shingly bars. I loiter by my cresses. And out again I curve and flow to join the brimming river. For man may come and man may go, but I go on forever. Yes. Okay, my dear students. So this was the beautiful poem we recited. Yes. So I hope you all will recite at your homes. So yes, repeat after me. I chatter, chatter as I flow to join the brimming river. For man may come and man may go, but I go on forever. Yes. So what the poet is expressing here, let's have the explanation of the poem. I chatter. Chatter means just to sound very shortly. Okay. Just to repeat the sound very shortly. Repeating. Okay. And very slowly. Yes. So, and what is the brimming here? Brimming is a river. Fill or be full to the point of overflowing. What do you mean by brimming? It is given in your textbook. Be full to the point of overflowing. Right? Yes. So here the poet is trying to tell us about the journey of a stream from its place of origin to the river. Yes, it is the journey of the brook and journey from its origin place to the river, right? So it is the poet is here telling, the brook is telling that I chatter as I flow. I make a short rapid sound as I flow to join the brimming river. Yes, I want to join the brimming river. For man may come and man may go, but I go on forever. So I don't matter that man may come and man may go, but I will keep on moving. I will keep on flowing. Okay, I will not be able to stop. I will keep on moving ahead. Okay. Yes, here the man is mortal. Mortal means that person who come in the earth and move after some time. Yes, right. But here the river, the brook is keep on flowing, right? But the present of the life of the man would be after some time he may go, but the brook, the river, is keep on flowing, keep on joining the other's river and keep on flowing, right? Yes. Now we have the next stanza. I wind about and in and out, with here a blossom selling, and here and there a lusty trot, and here and there a grayling, right? I went about and in and out. It means I went, I move so fast like a wind in and out. With here a blossom selling. Blossom is just a bunch of flowers. Okay, so it is telling that I with here a blossom selling with a bunch of flowers. It sails through a blossom. Keep on like a bunch of flowers. It keep on selling. Here and here and there are lusty trot. Lusty trot. Lusty means a big, and a trot is a water fish. So and here and there are lusty trot. Here and there are what? I keep on flowing. Here and there are just big water fresh fishes are here, but I keep on flowing. And here and there are grayling, and here and there is also a freshwater fish. There are variety of fishes when I am keep on flowing. Okay, so I am repeating. I went about and in and out. I move, I flow so fast like a wind. And what is sailing here? Sailing is the sea, or you can say the action of a boat. Okay, with here a blossom selling, like it's sailing through the blossom like a bunch of flowers. And here and there are lusty trot. Here and there are lusty trot, and here and there are grayling. There are variety of big freshwater fishes, and I keep on flowing. I steal by lawns and grassy plots. I slide by hazel covers. I move the sweet forget-me-nots that grow for happy lovers. So what do you mean by lawns here? Yes, okay, you will find the meaning for this. Okay, lawns means a tree or a shrub, right? Yes, so you can say I steal by lawns and grassy plots. I slide by hazel covers. Covers means here a forest. Yes, right. And hazel is a nuts tree or nuts plant. You can say hazel means just a tree of a nut plants. Okay, yes. So I move the sweet forget-me-nots. You know what a forget-me-nots plant? Yes. Okay. It is a short plants, like, yes, forget-me-not, the type of just a flower. Okay, that grow for happy lovers. I steal by lawns. It is telling I am just carried through the water, through lawns and a very greenery grassy plots where the land is covered with grass and small tree like nuts. I move through the forest. The sweet small plants like forget-me-not plants, right, that grow for happy lovers, right? Yes, again I am repeating. I steal by lawns and grassy plots. It means I am just carried out through the water, through lawns and through the greenery, that is the grassy plots. I slide by hazel covers. It means I keep on sliding here and there in the forest with where the land is covered with small tree like nuts tree. I move on, I keep on flowing. I move through the forest through the sweet forget-me-nots plant that grow for happy lovers. I keep on flowing through that. I slip, I slide, I gloom, I glance among my scheming swallows. I make the netted sunbeam dance against my sandy shallows. Yes, so it is telling in fourth standard what is given. Yes, the brook is explaining its movement. Okay, yes, so it is telling that I sleep, I slide, I gloom. Gloom means to have a gloomy look. Okay, I slip, I slide, I gloom, I glance. Glance means looking briefly. Okay, yes, glance is just to look at very briefly. Among my skimming swallows. Skimming means just passing over, nearly or lightly touching it in the process. It means passing over a surface, not fully touching but lightly touching it in the process. So among my skimming swallows. What do you mean by skimming? Skimming means किसी चीज को छूना लेकिन पूरा टच नहीं करना, उसे just touching it lightly. Yes, as you can observe in the picture that the birds are touching the river brook very lightly. Yes, skimming swallows means just the name of the birds. Okay, Yes, skimming means just touching very surface very slightly, and swallows is the name of the bird. So the brook is saying, the river is telling that I sleep, I slide, I glue my glance among my skimming swallows. It seems that the shape of skimming the brook as it walks. It means that I sleep, I slide, I glance, and here the brook is explaining its movement, that I move from total darkness to the glance. It means, देखो brook carry that I am slip, I slide, I gloom, I glance. Glance means just looking briefly. So here the brook is explaining its movement, that I move from the total darkness to the glance among my skimming swallows. Skimming means just touching any surface very lightly. Okay, and swallows the name of the bird. Among my skimming swallows, it means it seems that its shape of skimming the brook as its walks. It seems that, like, okay, that the birds are touching the brook river. Skim shape, it's moving like they are walking there. I make the natted sunbeam dance. Natted means trapped. It seems that the sunbeam is trapped in it and it is dancing on the brook river, right? Yes, you can observe that when the day sunlight falls on the rivers, what did it seem? It seems that it is the sunbeam is dancing, right? Yes, when the sunbeam is natted or the trapped in the daytime, it seems that sunbeam is dancing, right? Against my sandy swallows. Swallows means an area of the river or a lake or a river where the water is not very deep. Against my sandy shallows, it means against where the place where the full of sand, or the against my full of sand places or the shallows. Okay, I murmur. Now moving to next stanza. I murmur under moon and stars in brambly wildernesses. I linger by my stringly bars, I loiter round my cresses. I murmur under moon and stars. It means I murmur means I keep on murmuring. You have been seen in your classes that whenever teacher is teaching, some students are murmuring. Murmuring means telling in a slow sound. धीरे आवाज में बोलना. Okay, right. So I murmur under moon and stars. I keep on flowing at a very slow sound. I keep on flowing under the moon and stars in brambly wildernesses. Brambly means full of prickly vine or shrub. It is a full of vine or shrub. I keep on moving murmurly. I am moving under the moon and stars, passing through the shrubs. Okay, I linger by my in brambly wildernesses. I linger by my stringly bars. I linger means, okay, stringly bars means just a bank of river, right? Stringly is given that the covered with small rounded pebbles. Okay, it is given that. So it means I linger. It means I remain in a place or a situation by my stringly bars. It means just small rounded with pebbles. I stay in that places also where I am surrounded by small rounded of pebbles in a bank. I loiter round my creases. Creases means I loiter round my creases means creases is a type of a plant. I loiter, I stand without any aim or a purpose around my creases. Even I stand through a type of plant without any purpose or creases. Okay, yes. So moving to the next stanza now. And out again I curve and flow to join the brimming river, for men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. It means now again I keep on flowing. I just keep on flowing, moving through the curve and keep on flowing out again and again to join the brimming river. I want to join the brimming river. But for man may come and man may go, but I go on forever. I keep on moving, I keep on flowing, keep on dancing. Okay, yes, but for man may come in the earth and man may go, but I still keep on flowing. I still keep on flowing. I never left the beautiful nature, right? Yes, so this was the beautiful poem we have come across today. So it is your duty. You all have to recite the poem 10 times at home. Okay, this will be helpful for you. So now moving to the summary of the poem. Here the poem describes the journey of a stream from its place of origin to the river that it joins. It is written in the form of an autobiography where the brook relates its experiences as it flows towards the river. The brook represents the life of a man after joining the river. It becomes quite peaceful and flows quietly. Similarly, after becoming mature, a man also becomes calmer and more composed. In spite of the similarities between man and the brook, there is one stark dissimilarity also, which the brook keeps telling the readers frequently in the refrain. For man may come and man may go, but I keep on flowing, but I go on forever. This refrain contrasts man's mortal existence with the brook immortal life. Yes, so here the man may come and man may go means man is a mortal being and brook is immortal because it keeps in the nature itself. It's keep on moving forever. Okay, yes. So let's discuss some of the questions. Answer these questions with reference to the text. I chatter as I flow to join the brimming river, for man may come and man may go, but I go on forever. Yes, who is the speaker here? Who is the speaker here? Yes, the speaker here is the brook is the speaker. How does it chatter? Yes, it chatters as it flows over these stones. It keeps on flowing over these stones or the pebbles, you can say. What is the destination of the speaker? Yes, what is the destination? To join the brimming river. The brook wants to join the brimming river. Moving to the next stanza. I went about and in and out, with here a blossom selling, and here and there a lusty trot, and here and there a grilling. Yes. So who is I here? Who is I? I refers to the brook. Yes. I refers to the brook. Right. Yes. Who is I here? I refers to the brook. What does wind about mean? Wind about mean what? Wind about means to move in a curved manner. I wind about, it means I keep on flowing very fast in a very curved manner. Okay, but I keep on flowing. What is found here and there? What is found here and there? Here and there a lusty trot, and here and there a grayling. Lusty means big. Trot means a freshwater fish, and grayling is also a freshwater fish. So here and there it refers to the fish. Fish like trot can be found here and there. Fish like trot. Okay. Fish like big freshwater fishes can be found here and there. List the rhyming words used in the poem. Flow. Rhyming words are those which sound very same but have different words or the meaning. Flow, go. River, forever. Out, trot. Glance, dance. You can find more rhyming words from the poem and note down in your notebook. Okay, everything whatever has been taught today, you all have to note down that in your notebook. Understood? Yes. So we'll meet in our next class very soon. Till then, keep on studying. Whatever has been taught today, write it in your notebook. Okay. Yes. So Sai Ram and take care.